Sorry, I came in late.
Yeah.
How many co-sponsors do you have on this?
Nobody. And I've done this on purpose to give us a chance to go home and think about it. I hope every member of Congress has asked, do you believe that an attack by Hezbollah should be considered an attack by Iran against Israel? If not, why not? And if you believe that, should that change the target set in terms of reprisal? It's time for us to think this through. The fact that the political head of Hamas was attending an event in Iran, that says to me that Israel believes anytime, anywhere is their policy when it comes to leaders of terrorist organizations. And I personally adopt that policy. I think President Obama made a good decision when he went into Pakistan to take out Osama bin Laden. That was a hard political decision. That was a major military achievement. He deserves great credit because he sent a signal that no matter where you go, you cannot hide if you harm America. And that's exactly what Israel is trying to say. There's a reason we went into Pakistan to get bin Laden, because he orchestrated the death of thousands of Americans. There's a reason this man was taken out in Iran, and I don't know if Israel did it or not, but I can say this, they would be justified if they did.
Some of your Democratic colleagues have said to me when I've asked them today about the strike that killed the Hamas political leader, that they're very concerned about escalation and that they feel that there are still other ways to deter them without strong-arming Iran. What do you say to them?
I just say that is not working. The Mideast is on fire. How much more evidence do you need that giving them more money doesn't help the cause? We went from 300,000 barrels of oil production to over 1 million. Well, the money they've achieved in terms of selling more oil has gone into their war machine, not roads, bridges, and hospitals. It's time to declare Iran not only on paper a state sponsor of terrorism, but in reality. The model used by us to go after al-Qaeda types after 9/11 is the same model Israel is using. And I think that's the only model that will work. There's no place to hide if you kill Jews.
Would the legislation work toward the bigger picture of keeping the Chinese Communist Party's influence out of the region?
Well, I'll leave it up to China as to what they want to do regarding Iran and whether they want to help Iran. But I also have new legislation that I introduced 2 days ago with the coordination of President Trump, that if you buy oil from the Iranian regime, then we'll put tariffs on your products coming in the United States. I think the sanctions are not working. So China and India and other countries are enriching this terrorist state by buying oil below market. They're helping their economy, they're enriching a terrorist state, and I want them to pay a price. I want them to stop. The sanctions clearly are not working. So I'm coming up with terrorism tariffs. What's the theme here? Iran, you keep doing this at your own peril. And to those on helping Iran, you keep doing this at your own peril. Yes, ma'am.
We have both your European allies and foreign and European countries to warn you
I don't know. I hope they would see Iran as a state sponsor of terrorism. It needs to be reined in. I hope they would understand that Israel has every right to go after the leaders of these organizations who vow to destroy the Jewish state, not help the Palestinians. That will be up to Europe. But I'm trying to set policy for America that I think will make us safer. And we'll never be safe here at home as long as we let Iran run wild. The policies of appeasement haven't worked. The policies of enrichment have not worked. When President Trump was in the White House, we had Iran in a box. And he did that through sanctions, targeted force, and that worked. What's happened and what's different? There's been an all-out effort to destroy the Jewish state, to undermine its existence, to marginalize it throughout the world, to attack in a way we haven't seen since the Holocaust on October the 7th. And now there is a threat coming from Iran that if Israel keeps protecting itself and going after the masterminds of terrorism, they will pay a heavy price. So here's my message to the Ayatollah and the new president of Iran. If you want to keep this up, you do so at your own peril. Thank you.